I wanted to discuss a little bit. Let's move on, and we'll stay on this briefly. The NBA All Stars starters were announced for the both East and West. They're going back to the Eastern Conference and the Western Conference format. I guess they just didn't like how the whole selection thing was going, which is cool. For the Eastern starters, you had the Giannis Antetokounmpo, Joel Embiid, Jason Tatum, Tyrese Halliburton, and Damian Lillard. And for the Western Conference starters, you have LeBron James, Kevin Durant, Nikola Jokic, Luka Doncic, and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. To be completely honest, I hear a lot of people say, well, Steph Curry was snubbed, or Donovan Mitchell, Trey Young was snubbed, or Anthony Davis was snubbed, or Kawhi Leonard was snubbed. To be completely honest, I only think there was one snub. I understand I understand the case for Steph Curry. And I understand that Steph Curry is still one of the best point guards in the league. However, when you look at the Golden State Warriors, they have underachieved majority of the season. I mean, they're under 5. They're like 3 or 4 games under 500 right now. So in that case, and on top of that, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has had a phenomenal year, and Luka Doncic is averaging like 35 points a game. It's very hard for me to pick Steph Curry over those two, especially at the guard position, seeing as though how they played. Now, I understand if you want to include someone like Kawhi Leonard over LeBron. I get that. I do think that LeBron James, or maybe even Anthony Davis, I do think that LeBron James is a all-star. But I would understand if, seeing as how he's played compared to the fact that he's been very open about, giving the reins to Anthony Davis, and Anthony Davis has had some incredible games. I would understand if you take out LeBron and put in Anthony Davis. But the fact that you have LeBron James, I don't think that's a snub at all. The only person that I think was snubbed is Jalen Brunson. Now, don't get me wrong. I understand that Damian Lillard is a star. Damian Lillard is a star. By name, just name, Damian Lillard is probably the best point guard by name and by historical resume, is probably the best point guard in the East. So I understand that. And I understand that you're on a team that is second in the East right now with the Bucks. But it has not been lost that Damian Lillard and this Bucks team, even though they are second in the East, they have struggled. And Damian Lillard, above all, has struggled. And when you look at how good Jalen Brunson has been, I think that it's criminal that Jalen Brunson is not a starter. I'm almost sure that he's going to be an all-star. But the fact of where Jalen Brunson has been all season, and don't get it twisted, while I would pick Damian Lillard 10 times out of 10 if I'm building a team at the point guard position between those two, I would be remiss to mention that Jalen Brunson has been better than Damian Lillard this year. He's been more consistent. He's been by far the best player for the New York Knicks. I think he's the only one that got snubbed, man. And I would take Damian Lillard off, and I still have him as a reserve. But I just, that's the only one that gets snubbed. I know a lot of people are saying, but Steph, and I get it. But if you're gonna add Steph, you have to take out Shai Gilgeous or Luka Doncic, and I can't respectfully do either. So yeah, I'm not mad with the starters at all. Shouts out to them, and I'm excited to see who's going to be the reserves. I'm interested to see Paul George. I want to see if they're going to reserve, because I think that Paul George, especially in the West, has earned a spot. I think Kawhi Leonard has earned a spot. I think Devin Booker has earned a spot. I'm interested to see who the other so there's 5, 3, who the other 4 will be. So shouts out to all the starters, man. Oh man, you stayed to the end of the video. I appreciate you. If you like what you saw, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you'll never miss any content from your boy. You can also go back and watch past episodes, past clips, and don't forget that the Unpopular Podcast new episodes drop every Wednesday and Saturday. Appreciate you.